It's right here, right here. Paradise, come on. Before you go, take me high. We can't hold back the sunrise. Instead of you, me tonight, me tonight, yeah, yeah. What if the love you need was right here all along? What if the joy you see was right here all along? Touching the skies with me. It's right here all along. Hey, hello. Good morning. I know I've been awake most of the night. Just dived in and woke myself up. You know what I mean? Wash me hair. It's like I'm getting it dyed, am I? Tomorrow or the next day. Back to its natural. Back to it. Like this is my natural colour, but I'm going gay. Oh, I'm going grey. Sorry. Good morning. It's Thursday, and we're here early. I am 78 subs away from 4,000. I'll take it from here. Well done, you. I bet you enjoyed the break. You know, shout out to Louise Milne and our fella, and if you're not up to them, go do it. Loose. Like that. I've been awake all night, most of the night. Well, Lou, yesterday I become a grandfather yesterday again for the second time. Me daughter Saoirse had a little baby boy yesterday. Lou, have a guess what he weighed. I said he was gonna be 8'9". Lisa said 8'7". How heavy was the baby? Yeah, he was a big baby, like, you know. 9 pound 2. 10 pound 7. That's a fish. That's a big fish. Anyway, good morning. I hope yous are all well. It's Thursday, and yous are all welcome in here. I don't believe in the void. I don't even believe I don't believe in the void or collide. You know, and it's my channel, so I've had to decide. My face will never hide. This project for 2 years we've tried, you know. And in the end here, most people are gonna take my side. You heard about the little baby wolf that cried. Full rotation. Full rotation. Anyway, good morning, it's Thursday. I couldn't sleep, so I said, fuck it, I'm gonna get up. Anyway, good morning, YouTube. It's Thursday. We're here. It's not a great day out, but fuck it. Face your fear. And I think later on I'm gonna go out and catch a fish from Mrs. Louise and Mr. Moon. Here. Anyway, you know what? I had about fucking 10 DMs yesterday saying, Jude, can you catch me a fish? Come on, Tomorrowland. Let's make some noise. Oh, you too, Louise, thank you. And I hope you have a good day. Anyway, like I said, I couldn't sleep much last night. It's not pleasant what I'm going through, I tell you now. Last night I collapsed in the bedroom. It's happened 3 times now in the last few years. Last night I went to have a cold thing, one of them ice lollies, and I got brain freeze. And I tried to have a quick sip of water to melt it, and I just could feel my whole head and next of all I collapsed on the ground. There's something not going on. There's something not right. I can sense it. Fire. Boom over your head. Bomb. Bomb. Morning, Ray. Ray, I become a granddad yesterday for the second time. I hope you're well. Listen, I went out fishing yesterday, right? And as you know, I'm a humanitarian, right? I love animals. Any living thing I run. And yesterday we had froggers. Ray, did you see my video yesterday? Did you see all them frogs, bro? Do you understand? Did you see all the frogs? Did you see all froggers? I'm gonna catch you a fish today, bro. Thank you. So, Ray, I'm gonna catch Louise, yourself, a fish today. I'm gonna try catch one for you, right? I'll try catch you one, bro. But yesterday, I become a grandfather again. It's mad, Ray, when you see our children grow up to have children. Bro, 51 in 8 days. I'm 51 in 8 days, bro. The future.
This is not some dream. Ladies and gentlemen, what we are feeling is very real. And it's happening right here, right now. Let's begin this moment.
Oh, well, there you go, see? Told you. This is what I'm saying, Ray. You're gonna be an uncle, bro. I'm delighted for you, I am. It's like, you know, like I said, bro, listen, if we did anything silly, somebody'd miss us. You know, what did your sister do? You know, like if they get a knock at the door, Ray, you know, to tell them bad news, like Jude is dead or Ray is dead. Tammy, come in. No. Not today, Ray. Not, in fact, never, Ray. Before you go, take me high. We can't hold on. Not even 8 o'clock in the morning. Morning, baby. Nah, listen to me, I'm not joking yet. I've had a really bad night. Oh, I'm delighted for you, bro. Like, Ray, you know something? I'm 51 and 8 days, right? Yesterday, me daughter, Saoirse, she had a little baby and she named him Jacob. And he was a big little fucker. You know what I mean? £10.7, Ray. That's a big fish. You know, £10.7. And it's like, you know, it's like when she rang me and what have you and showed me him, I got very emotional, you know, because I'm like, I'm alive to see this and bear witness to me daughter having her second son, my second grandson, and I'm over the fucking moon, mate. You know, it's like that's the real gift and reward in life, is when we go on to be fathers, parents, and then we become grandparents. Like, you know, what the fuck have I got to complain about, you know? Uh, 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 come on, you bastard. Guys, give me a sec, just let me plug me other keyboard. £10.7, yeah, I swear down, the size of the fucker, you know. Guys, give me a second. But, yeah, well, Raymond, the way I see it is, it's like that's the gift that we get in life, you know, and it's like there's no bigger reward. Do you understand? And it's like, I shouldn't have making it to where I am today, bro, you know? And I have, you know. It's like, and that's glory to God. You know, without God, none of
The
this
more
is
time you
happening.
spend alone with yourself, the more time that you will be able to understand who. This ain't you, bro. This ain't you. You weren't born like this. You won't die. And if you do die, you won't care.
Because if you did,
Because you'll be dead. Best case, you win. Worst case, it won't matter. There's no luck in this game, man. It may be a little bit of luck, but the luck, this ain't you, bro. This ain't you. You weren't born like this. You won't die. And if you do die, you won't care.
like I said, right,
Best case, you win.
I'm,
Worst
I'm,
case, it won't matter.
I'm at his disposal. You know, I made God a promise at 21 that I changed my life. You know, and I'd grow up and I'd walk away from the corner forever. You know, but the corner never walked away from me, right?
If you really believe that
You know, the corner never walked away from me. But I decided to walk away from the corner and turn me back. And one day I'll write a book about where I'm from and what I've seen and what I've allegedly did and didn't do.
Because motivation's not there every day. I'm missing motivation most days. Wow, some days, yeah, sometimes I got motivation. I'm just like, fuck yeah, today I felt good. I can't wait to get to the gym. But a lot of days,
Morning,
I
Emmett.
get to the gym. And then once I get going, then I feel great. Yeah, I feel great when it's over. But it's that beginning part. It's hard because your body wants to stay comfortable. Your body will trick you.
I'm gonna try catch a fish for Raymond and for Emmett and for Mrs. Moon. Emmett as well. He's dead. Fuck's sake, he keeps doing this one. Emmy, you need to follow the light, brother, for fuck's sake.
You don't want to find that extra because it sucks.
But anyway, it's Thursday.
Hell yeah.
Nah, bro, I get it. Me too, Ray.
I ain't going.
Like a lot of people say to me, Jude, how do you cope?
But hard is going, yo, yesterday I got nothing.
I don't have a fucking choice. I have to cope. You know, because there's only one other option. And that's not on the table anymore. I'm a granddaddy now. And it's like, if you were telling me, Ray, when I tried to end my fucking life, yeah, what I didn't realise was, in a few years, I was going to become not just a father again, but a granddad. You know, now if I'd have done that, my daughter, I know once or twice in her life she'd think, I wish my dad was here to see the boys. You know, and I am here to see them. And I made a deal with God at 21, 30 years ago, in a prison cell in Mountjoy on the 13th of September. And I asked God, I said, God, if you're up there, if you get me out this prison with one of my eyes, I'll dedicate my life to you. And I'll also dedicate my life to my son's education. And God got me out with two eyes, and I stuck to my end of the bargain. You know, I believe in God. I have unshakable faith. I believe in God. You know, myself and Spencer McDermott, we went to God camp, right? You know, we went to God school to learn about the Bible, to learn about the book. You know, but it's like, see me, I'm God fearing. Do you understand? And it's like, if God can forgive everybody in the world for sinning, and He already knew what was going to happen, He already said it. He said, one of you is going to betray me before the cock crows at 6 a.m. And Pontius Pilate was informed by Judas Iscariot that the chosen one, Neo, God, Omega, Valhalla, whoever you want to call him, you know. But anyway, like I said, yeah, I made a deal with God at 21. If He got me out of this particular jail, alive with one eye, I dedicate my life to Him, and that's no lie. You know, I have an unshakable faith, and I believe in God. And it's like, if I took my life, I'd have gone to hell. If you take your life here, you're only setting yourself up for purgatory. You're going to be walking for years the corridors, and not one door will open. Like I said, I'm very passionate about fucking speaking about suicide awareness and prevention. I remember Ray coming into my life a few years ago, and his mental health wasn't great, and he was talking silly. And I know that kind of talk because it resonated with me. I thought Ray was going to do something stupid on that particular day, and I said to a few people in the live, guys, do me a favour. This guy is fucking screaming out for help, and I'm part of a community, and I know that Ray would fit in their little circle. Nah, bro, I'm being fucking honest with you. I wanted you to know that, listen here, bro, there's groups you can join, and there's people you can, and then I told you, bro, make as much fucking content as you can. And you started making loads, and I was like, he's off. It's like, and I'm the same, right? I get days where I wake up, like the other day, I got up, I was at having a row with the missus, and I went out in a really bad fucking mood, bro, where I was really low. I was looking at the canal, and a mad voice in my head is like, just fucking fall. Just go on, drowned. Stupid shit. And then I prayed to me mother to catch a fish, and I caught 4. In all fairness, some fucking geezer did some kind of ritual on the water. I was like, hey DJ, I thought he was about to be carted off. This geezer done some kind of ritual. Said, I hope you catch a monster, mate. And 2 minutes after he left, I caught a few. But again, listen, when it comes to suicide and awareness, it's like I like sharing awareness. It's like, because you want to try prevent people from doing what you did. And the scary part about it is you get people that don't leave a note. And I was one of them people. Like I said, there's helplines out there. There's loads of fucking help out there. But you need to ask for it. You need to look for it. It's not going to find you. You have to look for it. The first step is admitting that there's something wrong. But the hardest bit is the living with it afterwards. Do you understand? It's like if you've got suicide ideology right in your head, yeah, the best psychiatrist in the world can't help you. I'll tell you who can help you. People that have been sectioned. People that have been hospitalized because of this illness. Ray, many times have you been sectioned? You don't have to tell me. I'm just curious because there's a point to the reason I'm asking the question. I've been sectioned 3 times, bro, right? And I know what it's like. And when me and you first started talking, bro, I felt a connection with you. For some mad reason, all that day, bro, I couldn't even eat. I didn't even fucking know you. And I was like, fuck you, bro. It's like you were in me head all day. Well, bro, listen, God bless you, and thanks for coming in. And guys, if you're not sub to DJ there, Cooper, or Got Manners, can you go do it? A pair of gentlemen. I have to say it, yeah. But like I said, Ray is a survivor, and I know, bro, you get your really bad days when you're down and low, but I've told you, vlog it. Make a fucking video, bro. Every time, even if you're pissed off, vlog it all. Do you understand? Honestly, like I said, your channel's over 100 as well. Like, you can open up your channel and bring a few people on. And like I said, Ray, you're networking, and because you're bringing a few people on, that's how you network. Like, it's the same with Finn and Fable. like Fable come into Finn's channel, and now Fable and Finn are good friends, and it's like, this is what I'm saying about networking. Like, the bigger picture is, you make a few friends, you know what I mean? Like, alright, so, the way I am, Ray, as you know, right, I say it how it is, right? Now, like I said, because of my channel, I've managed to make a few friends, and good morning, Top G, Wagwan. Listen, I've made a few friends off here, and it's like, I've been part of this community now for 7 years, and although there's people on the community longer than myself, it's like I'm trying to make peace within the community, because it's falling apart. The wheels are coming off, you know, because it's all about superior narratives. It's like, it's all about people who basically control the narrative, you know. Why does everybody have to be a tough guy on YouTube? Like, you're very insecure, you know. Like, really? You know, like all this nonsense with people jumping on each other's panels and calling them names and doxing their address. You know what? Yeah. You see where I used to live? You know, if you done that to somebody, yeah, you'd be fucking dead. You know, like YouTube, you have to understand something, right? On YouTube, lies spread quicker than the truth. And there's a lot of people that have fell out. I know Emma Caesar. I know Top G Caesar. I know Raymond Caesar. I know you see it. And sometimes some of us see it and we don't fucking say nothing. Like, if you're in someone's live and somebody is ripping the bollocks out of one of your fucking so-called pals, you're gonna take their side. You know, and it's like, at the end of the fucking day, mate, I am not falling out with people on here, because it's like, that's what they want, you know, and they're not going to get it. But anyway, good morning, it's Thursday, thank you for coming in, and we are here. This is Manchester M, 110161. When you're fighting these cases, give it them they think. Sure, the KV. Damn. She's fucking with the ops. Checking your broski. She's getting poked. Nigga, fix your face. You know him. Lose your toenail. Might lose your soul to him. Been gone for a couple years. Shout out to a demon. How are you crying? Might lose your soul to him. I've been gone, trying to come back home. They do me wrong. Answer your phone. Let me tell you how it is. King Von was a demon. Now, so I like Chicago drill, okay? In fact, I like a lot about Chicago. You know, like I said, going back to Al Capone days, it's like King Von was a slayer, you know, and needed a prayer because he was a demon and a dragon slayer. You know, like I said, it's like in Chicago, there's been more people killed in Chicago gangland than every war that America has ever taken part in. Like King Von, like I said, he was only a goofy, skinny ass kid. You know, I'd boot him in his leg, man, and snap his leg. You know, but here, this cunt carried, do you understand? And the mad thing about it is, right, every time he bodied somebody, he'd go on Twitter and he'd start mocking, you know, and like, what happened was, right, O.D. Perry, yeah, got taken out, right, from Alexander Gardens, right, O Block in Chicago. And so, now I might have this wrong, but FB Duck was taken out, and it's like then one of theirs was taken out. It's like, and then a kid from the other side called Tuka got assassinated. Yeah, he caught a few bullets to the face. Yeah, and straight after it, King Von and everybody are like, yeah, was smoking on Tuka. You know, the kid that he was 15 years old, he got lit up. Now, in Chicago at the time, there was a girl from the opposite side of the tracks named K.I. She'd killed 17 men. Before she was 15, she'd killed 5 people. Before she graduated high school, they reckon she'd killed 7 or 8. You know, and I'm not joking you, these do not play. King Von used to text her on Insta, on Twitter, and he used to say it, you know what I mean? But he ended up putting bullets in her, didn't he? She got caught. And you know what I mean? Listen, don't let them goofies touch my casket when I die. And if you're at my funeral, you better slide. You know, I'm fucking hide, mate, because this geezer here, Block, do you understand? It's like it's next, you know, Alexander Park Gardens, I think it's called. But like I said, over there, they don't play around. You know, they have laser sights on their guns and all. They have extended magazines. And all someone needs to do is put that little green luminous light on you, not a red one. I'd have a green luminous one like that colour. Yeah, on your fucking head, mate. Double tap. It's easier to take the shot. Once you have, you know, you can't miss with a fucking laser pointer on it. You know, you're fucked, mate. But like I said, King Von was a skinny little fucker, right? But he could fight, you know, even when he went into jail, like, you know. But like I said, he's a fucking demon. You know, like if you look at all the people that was killed between them two, right? Because you have Alexander Park Gardens here, right? And then over here you have 363rd Street or whatever. And then, like I said, you have the other side where you have King Von and fucking against Quando Rondo and all his fucking clique, you know. And it's like shit escalates, you know, like. And you know what? A lot of the times girls cause the trouble. They set man up, you understand? They set people up, you know, to get honey trapped. You know, but like I said, King Von, 10 bodies. K.I., 17 bodies. Good man. But like I said, this geezer, like, I like drill music. I like rap music. I like trap music. Do you understand? I like a lot of music, but this geezer, like him and YNW Melly, it's like King Von would have gone down for life, and anyway, you know, he knew it. He said, you know, if King Von gets killed, it happened from inside, you know, Von don't be playing. Oh, I'm just saying, Von don't be playing. And if they kill him, that shit was planned. That's what he said, you know. Like, he was in the studio the night he got shot, and it's like he come back out and he got hit like a tea bag, and Quando Rondo tried to grab his chain while he was on the ground, and he managed to hang on to it, but he died, you know what I mean? 4 bullet holes, like, and he wasn't moaning or fucking, you know, he took it like a fucking G, you know. But like I said, any man that goes and kills 10 people here, there's only one place you're going, and it's not heaven or paradise. You're going to hell for that. But like, that's what I'm saying over them in America. That's what it's like with the gang culture. How you get into a gang, you get your ass beat against 7 or 8 other gang members. It's like initiation. Well, Ray, Melly, right, this is what I believe happened. So, they were in the studio, right? You know that track Murder on Me Mind? So, while he was in the studio with his 2 mates, one of them sent an inappropriate picture. One of them sent an indecent image to Melly's girlfriend, right? A picture of his dick, right? Melly's missus told him, and I think, you know, it was me that sent the picture. He told another lad who was there with him, another one of his mates. So he shot his mate, and he shot 2 of his mates. One of his mates for sending the dick pic, and he shot the other one because he was there and he knew about it. You know what I mean? And bro, listen, it's like, I didn't mean to shoot him, you know, but he caught me by surprise. You know what I mean? I cocked my pistol. Yeah, what's it? Blood out on my shirt. Yeah, it's yellow tape around her body. It's a triple homicide. Shout out to YNW Melly. He shot 2 of his mates for sending a dick pic to his girlfriend. Yeah, spoiler alert, don't ever send a picture of private area to your mate's missus, or he might kill you. I didn't mean to shoot him, but he caught me by surprise. Loose. Black Christmas. Ain't get to home my mama. Ain't giving no kisses. I don't understand this. Might probably say that I'm tripping when I'm all alone in my jail cell. I tend to get in my feelings, and all I smoke is that loud. Don't pass me no Ray, and I'ma smoke all wait, I'll tell you something. I don't understand you women. You're right there. Ray, you know, they played it in the court, okay? So, right, so this is what's happened. His friend, 2 of his friends were in the studio with him, right? And his girlfriend told him, or the girl he was seeing, told him that his mate had just sent her an indecent image of himself. He didn't say nothing to his mates. He come out of the studio, he got in the back of the SUV. Bro, I didn't mean to shoot him, but he caught me by surprise. You know, I reloaded my pistol cocked it and shot him twice. His body dropped to the floor. You know, it's like he fucking shot his mate for sending a dick pic to his missus. And because his other mate knew about it, he got shot too. He got in the back of the raid and shot him. Now, this song convicts him. You understand? It's like it's killed him, this. I wake up in the morning, I got murder on my mind. AK-47, Mac 11, Glocks and 9s. Bitch, I got murder on my mind. Hey, Ray, triple homicide, ready? Shout out to Melly on the telly. Yellow tape around his body, it's a triple homicide. This song convicts him. I think this song convicts him. Well, oh, I didn't know that. Stupid drawing the jury. No. Don't let them goofies touch my casket when I die. You better slide. But if they keep on it, something is not right. The ops don't play with him, that happened from inside. See, I'm just saying. Fine, don't be playing. And if they kill him, that shit was planned. See, I'm just saying. Fine, don't be playing. And if they kill him, that shit was planned. See, you don't get it. Every time somebody die, they be like, yeah, Vaughn did it. And I wasn't even outside. I be like, man, y'all tripping. Try to put me up on trial, ain't no witnesses. No witnesses. Ever since I got back out, I just been mad at my business. But the people still come for me. No witness, no case. They know my past, they judging me. I hold my weight, ain't none to me. My mama said she hugging me. Don't let them goofies touch my casket when I die. And if you're at my funeral, you better slide. But if they keep on it, something is not right. The ops don't play with him, that happened from inside. See, I'm just saying, why don't be playing? And if they kill him, that shit was planned. Like I said, right, this geezer was a fucking demon. You better slide. But anyway, listen, good morning to everybody. I'd like to just say this, listen. Everybody is welcome in my fucking channel, okay? Everybody, I'm getting a bit chilly, I am. Everybody's welcome in my channel, you know, like, we're on here and we bring people together, we're networking, and basically my job is to bring people together, okay? Now, there's a lot of people on YouTube that are lonely. There's a lot of people won't admit it. There's a lot of people that have social anxiety. There's a lot of people that have alcohol issues. There's a lot of people that have addiction issues. There's a lot of people that have mental health issues. And that's where I come in. That's my field, you know. I've been part of this community for 40... I was born in 74, and in 79, I lost me brother and sister in a fire that I lit. So I've been part of the mental health community since I'm a 5-year-old kid, basically. So we're talking 46 years. The second half of my life, I wanted to learn about psychology and about the mind and how it works and how it ticks. And in your lifetime, you can reset your mind to factory settings. And listen to me, I've come off a mood stabilizer. I've proved it. It's like if you're taking antipsychotics for years, they have side effects. And the side effects I have is, without being rude, is hemorrhaging anytime I have a number two. You know, out of every 10 times I have a number two, 4 times, 5 times I'm bleeding. You know, and it's scary. Like, I've been awake all night. I collapsed last night. You know, and here I swear that, look at me ma's grave. I collapsed last night. Lisa said, Jude, what, Jude? I'm like, what's wrong? She says, you've just collapsed. I said, what? No, I didn't. She says, yeah, you did. I've just watched you fall on your back. Are you okay? I said, yeah, I didn't collapse. She said, Jude, fuck off. It's like I'm bleeding bad, like, and I'm trying to keep it to myself. And I'm trying to be a tough guy, because I've just become a grandfather, you understand, again. For the second time, I've got a son. I've got sons, daughters, and like last night I collapsed. Like I knew I was, and I feel really confused. Like Fessel in 4 lines. There's another trial on at the moment, Jude. Gangs on gangs in America. Okay, well, like, listen. They would have gotten him for a RICO case, Ray. The racketeer and all that shit. You know what I mean? I think, in all fairness, right, do you remember watching an interview that King Von and Little Duke were on? They were on the Breakfast Club, right? With, your man Charlemagne the God. And he was very careless in a few things he said. And Little Duke went like that. You know what I mean? Coughing like, because he was about to fucking hang himself, because like I said, see, the feds, the one thing they have is time. They've got time to build a case against you. They're gonna have surveillance, they're gonna have witnesses, they're gonna have fucking bodies. And this geezer wasn't afraid to dispose. Right, well, I'm not on my own then. Well, Ray, that gives me a bit of fucking comfort, bro. But like I said, Ray, how do you talk about that to somebody? And me doctors keep telling me it's the side effects. And they're irreversible, Ray. That's the scary thing. They're irreversible. So, it's not pleasant. Some days I wake up, Ray, and I'm just tired. Because every time I bleed, bro, it's taking a lot of energy out of me, and I've been to the doctor about it a few times. I've had the camera put down my neck, or I've had one put up my backside, an endoscopy and a colonoscopy, or colonoscopy, whatever it's called. But it's like last night, Ray, I'm not joking you, I collapsed. The day my daughter had a fucking baby, a little baby, I collapsed. Like I was bleeding last night, and it's like, next of all, I just passed out and fell on the floor in the bedroom. I didn't even notice. So lucky enough, I had a bundle of clothes in the corner and landed on it, because I was in the dark, pitch black in the bedroom. You can't see nothing. But it's like, it's that worries me, like, you know what I mean? Because it's like, I'm a fucking dad, I'm a grandfather, again, you know. So shit like that does worry me. I'm gonna get me hair dyed this weekend, that colour. I'm going back to that colour. But like I said, Ray, look, we're still fucking here, and it's like I said, I believe in the power of God and the power of prayer, Ray. I believe, uh, and because of me faith, Ray, it's like I try to help people with awareness. Like I said, suicide awareness. When you first start talking to me years ago, it's like I knew I could help you, but I also knew you could help yourself too. You just needed a little bit of belief, man. And I seen you going out on little walks, making little videos, and that made me cry. That did, happy tears, and that's on me son. You know, when I seen you making the content and the videos, I had tears coming out of my eyes because it's like, look how far he's come. He wanted to end his fucking life a few years ago. He probably still wants to end his life, and it doesn't go. Like, I've managed to learn how to separate it. I've been in hospital 3 times for this illness, Ray, as you know. I've been sectioned 3 times. I can speak about it. I was on medication as a kid, being Ritalin for 3 years. Okay. I'm still on antipsychotics, antidepressants. I'm on a lot of meds, Ray. You got Teddy, and enough is not enough, bro. That's why I come here. You got therapy. Well, bro, listen to me, right? And here, I swear this on my mother's grave. My psychiatrist, he said to me, and bro, I swear this on me baby brothers and sisters' graves. He said, Jude, you know what? He said, you'd be a great counsellor or a great therapist. I said, I already know that. I use it every day. He said, what do you mean? I said, I have a YouTube channel. He's like, and what's it about? I said, well, it's about mental health, and it's about football and UFC and fighting and love and loyalty and forgiveness and the power of helping each other and the power of persuasion. I'm networking on here, and I've brought a lot of fucking people together. And Ray, you're one of them. You're part of this community, bro, just like I am. And you're a good guy. I'm one of the good guys on here, know that. Like, Ray, because I'm networking over. Right, I started this channel on the 5th of February 23. 2 years ago, yeah? A bit over 2 years ago, 2.5 years ago. 80 subs, 80 something subs away from 4,000. And I grew this channel because my other channel was stolen off me. Some fella asked me, he said, Jude, I'll sponsor your channel. What does that mean? And anywhere you need to go, let me know. So I trusted this person, right? And he ended up stealing my channel. So I had to start a new one, which I did. And Fighting Back United's on 535 subs. It took 4 years to get them. But on this go, STRAIGHTOUTTABALLYER, 2 years, 2.5 years, we're nearly on 4,000 subs. I've gone past that channel 7 times. That's how you get something back. I don't look for trouble on YouTube. I don't look for trouble in life. But if it stands before me, I'm not walking or I'm not running. I'm walking through it. If I can. It's like over the years, like I said, I've always had suicide ideology. It's something you can't just switch off. But because of me children and because of me grandkids, it's like, like I said, mental health, it's not a fucking country club. It's forever. Recovery is forever. Your mental well-being is forever. It's like, and on here, I believe with gratitude, optimism is sustainable. It's like basically there's a lot of good people on here, and over the years I've linked them all together through my channel. Now, I grew this channel on the 5th of February. On this channel, I've managed to reach over 2 million people on my little platform. 2 million people from all around the world have watched my stuff in 2 years. I'm only a small independent channel. It's like every 6 months I take a screenshot of how much I've made on YouTube. 0, 0, 0, 0, 0. And there's a big reason for that. Because if I give you me word, listen, this has always been about principle. I don't even ask you to hit the fucking like button, mate. Okay? All I'll ask you to do is sub to the channel. And there's a lot of good people that come in and out of here that have proper mental health issues. People who have tried to end their life and not leaving a note. Like Raymond and myself and Lena and Finn. You know, and I come across those individuals and I knew I could help them. I just fucking knew it. You know, I was like, Ray, he's very fucking sad inside, and it upset me because it's like I'm a genuine guy, like, you know, and I can't help how I feel. You know, it's like, yeah, and I can read people, and it's like I can relate. You know, like I said, when I first started chatting to Ray, I knew I could help him. I knew he had a chance, you know why? Because at the time I was in loads of groups. Sorry, I had loads of groups at the time. And I basically, not just with Raymond, with nearly everybody that comes in our my life, they all end up talking to each other, saying hello, and there's never carnage in my life because I don't allow it. Sometimes a few horrible things have been said about people, and I apologise about it and what have you, and we move forward. And the way I see it is, it's like the wheels are coming off YouTube, and I'm not going to be part of that. You know, I believe in the community of people that's on here, and it's like because of them reasons, I'm gonna carry on doing myself, doing my channel and growing. You know. And again, if you're not sub to Raymond's channel, can you go do it? If you're not sub to Pac-Man's channel, can you go do it? My intention of growing this channel was to reach survivors of suicide, survivors of addiction. Well, I ended up meeting that clown, Raymond. I couldn't believe it. I was on there one night and he come in and he said, yeah, how come you let you down? And he's an ex-drug dealer and used to rob drug dealers and allegedly shot a couple of people. Now, Ray, that wasn't me. I never said that. PD said it. Do you understand? Now, Raymond, where you're from, where I'm from, and where a lot of people are from, okay, it's like you see something, you don't say anything or what have you. Or if you come from the same housing estate as me, and I tell you, you see, Jude, he's a lying bastard. He didn't grow up on that corner. He grew up there. He didn't do A, B, C, D, or E, or F. And the truth be told, Ray, not one of my mates have come on and said, here, Jude's telling lies. In fact, a lot of them come on to back me. But Ray, I had to get away from all that carnage. You know, for fuck's sake, most of my life I wanted to impress me mates, but where you're from, it's like where I'm from. A lot of the audience and the people that come in, we come from rough housing estates, right? And what happens on your housing estate stays there, right? And I'm not gonna lie, I did a couple of reckless things when I was younger. And here, not just on one housing estate. I moved into the city centre and I made a few stupid mistakes. I put a oh yeah, I did something really stupid, yeah. It's like I'm reckless, but at the end of the day, when I did this, I was under the influence. When I did this, I was a heroin addict, okay? And this fella robbed me one day, right? And I'm not gonna lie, like I said, it's a fucking shady lifestyle, right? But this particular day, I went to meet a customer, and as I was taking my helmet off, right, he I don't know, in all fairness, but Ray, so I'll tell you, right, so PD, right, come on here because a fella from Morning Pack, man. So basically, Ray, you were in there that night, right? Now, I never told anyone about me past because I was ashamed, Ray. Okay? I was fucking ashamed, right? Like, and then I was called a phony and fake and all this shit. And then, look, so PD found out something, a couple of things about me, and he put it out there. Now, where I'm from, if you do something reckless, it stays there. What happens on the manor stays there. And then you leave. Okay? And when you leave, you have alleged reputations, alleged, and people say, see, Jude, he done A, B, C, D, and E. Then he moved off the housing estate. He went to England and he come back at 19, lived in the centre of town for 2 years and had a great job. And my job at the time was a drug dealer, right? Because that's what I wanted to do. Because everybody around me, that's all they wanted to do. And I'm not going to blame drugs. I'm going to blame myself for the decisions I made. But at the time, it's like me mates were at the fucking me over a year, 2 years, wherever ago, a few years previous. And I was like, listen, what's the point in having a dog and barking yourself? You know, it's like, and I'm not going to lie, I made a lot of bad decisions. You know, my ma and dad were ashamed. You know, like I could see it in my dad's face. You know, it's like, don't get me wrong, it's like I wouldn't change a thing in my life, you know, because if I did, I wouldn't have what I have today. Yesterday, my daughter had a 10 pound 7 baby called Jacob. You know, it's like these are the rewards when you come through suicide ideology, when you come through certain things, it makes you stronger. Once you have discipline, you know, it can fucking help you. It's like, but Ray, PD come on the cesspit one night. At the time, the cesspit was picking up a bit of traction, as you know, right? Some nights there'd be between 300 to 3,000 people some nights, right? And I was on there, as you know, and Ray, I wanted the ground to open up and swallow me. This particular night, PD come on the cesspit and he went, here, film boy, how come you have Jude on your channel? Do you know anything about him? Hey, he's an ex-fucking heroin dealer. He used to sell drugs to kids and all. Now all this shit, like just adding things to it, right? Saying, yeah, he had to leave Ireland because the IRA shot him, because he shot a couple of people and he was a problem. Or something to them lines. I never said that. PD said it. And I have hundreds of witnesses, right? My kids were in there that night, bro. Me two eldest. Well, me son was, you know, and he heard that, what he said. I had to explain to my son. Okay, Ray, so it'd be like me finding out a story about you from someone from your ends and Brum, right? Now, hey Christine, good morning. So PD, now listen, I've met PD, right? Because here's the crazy bit. So PD was told a couple of truths and a few lies off a fella on here, no names. I don't want to get anyone in trouble. Will R. Griffiths told PD that I was after being shot by the Ra because I was robbing drug dealers, Eringa Bra. That wasn't the truth. You could ask me that, even me ma, you know. But, right, where are we going? 1 sec. So, he comes on the cesspit one night, and at the time, Raymond, the cesspit was picking up. Loads of people were coming on. Every night, you had at least 1,000 people in there. But I remember some nights there was 3,000 people in there, right? And when PD come on and said that, Ray, he's grand. Christine, yeah, they're grand. They're sleeping upstairs. I'm on the outside. But anyway, Christine, my daughter had a little baby yesterday named Jacob, £10.7. But like I said, listen, I was ashamed of my past. You know, me partner knew, but my son didn't. How do you sit your son down and say, listen, this is what happened when you were a kid? I made the wrong decisions, and because as a drug addict, allegedly I did something. Well, some things. And I left, because when I was in jail at 21, I said to God, I said, God, it's Stuart. If you can do me a favour, if you can get me out of jail with one eye so I can see me son, I'll be happy with that and I'll devote my life to you. Listen, what are you giving out for? You've got a spare one. So in case I lost one, I just said, God, it's Stuart. If you can get me out of this situation with one of me ices, it's like I'll devote my life to you. I'll dedicate my life to my son. I'll make sure he goes down the education route. You understand? And I kept me promise. I got out of jail with a couple of burn marks, not much. I was more concerned about my face getting burnt, my eyes. But anyway, I got out of jail and I said to myself, Jude, your mates have fucked you over. Listen, your kids didn't ask to be born. You need to do something. What are you going to do? And I said to myself, I'm going back to England. It's like, fuck me mates. I'm not asked about them. Me kids are me mates. But like I said, Ray, PD come on the cesspit that night and said, yeah, the IRA ran you out of Ireland, Jude. And I wasn't on there one particular night to defend myself, right? And he was on the panel. Now, I've met PD since that, right? No, my uncle. My uncle learned me how to shoot. Well, a couple of me mates, like I said, listen, you do stupid things when you're young. Okay, I wanted to be a soldier. I had 2 soldiers in the family at the time, being my Uncle Joe, my Uncle Christy. It's like one of the barracks was near O'Devney Gardens. I forget where the other barracks was, but my granddad was a soldier as well, so I wanted to go down that route, and I was raised to have manners and morals and principles and ethics and pleasantries, hello, goodbye, thank you, no thank you. Do you understand? It's like, and it gets you very far in life. You don't, a lot of people have a bad attitude. Well, Christine, she's a soldier. She had the baby yesterday, and she went home yesterday. She had it in a swimming pool. Oh, not a swimming pool, a bathing pool. My bad. You know, but Raymond, that night when PD come on and said all that, half of it was true, but half of it wasn't. And Mike's son was in there, and PD went, yeah, Jude was ran out of the country by the IRA and they shot him and all this shit. Bro, honestly, I just wanted the ground to open. I was so fucking embarrassed. You know, that's the most embarrassed I've ever been on here. You know, because I felt like a fraud. But I didn't want to tell all yous about me past. You know, because you get people that talk about their past that it's like, you know, and I didn't want to do that. You know, but I ended up meeting him. He come to Manchester, PD. He turned up outside me ma's house with 2 suitcases, dressed like he was off. It looked like he was going to the races. I was like, nice suit. He had a 3-piece suit on. But the way I say it is, it fucking hurt me, you know. It's like, because like I said, lies spread quicker than the truth on YouTube. But look, I'm not going to lie. I did stupid things, you know, when I was a kid, you know. And I always wanted to be a class clown and, you know, to fit in. You do silly things and reckless things, you know. But thanks, Christine. Kids make you soft, you know. Like, again, I'm a granddad. I'm a survivor of suicide. Every day after suicide, survival is extra. You know, that's the way I see it. Every day, like last night, Christine, I collapsed last night. You know, a lot of blood's coming out of me, and I passed out, and Lisa was trying to wake me. She was like, Jude, you've just fell again. I was like, it's happened again. Yeah, I'm fucked. But I'm swinging, I'm fighting, you know. But, yeah, so going back to that, Ray. Well, Ray, I've not spoke to Jerry in months. Now, in all fairness, Ray, when me and you first started talking, right, I was trying to grow Fighting Back United, right? And Jerry, he was part of the community and he charged people a $5 membership, right? Every month. And bro, I become a member of his channel. I paid a $5 a month for 6 months. And the reason why I did that was because Jerry learned me a little bit about YouTube, you know. And like I said, Ray, when I first come on here, I was a member of about 7 people's channel. I'd £83 a month coming out of me fucking bank because I was backing people on YouTube. And the same people, bro, not even one coffee would they buy it. And you know what? I was subbed to all the channels and I was a member of the channel, paying a $5 a month for 6 months, and I didn't even get a fucking shout out. You know. But I hope he's alright. I wish him well. It's like, but that's the truth. I swear on my mother's grave. When I come on here, guys, okay, I wanted to learn about the community. I wanted to learn, basically, about YouTube, because I didn't know anything. I still don't know anything, but the way I see it is, Jerry at the time was one of the most popular Irish channels on here. Thanks for coming in, Christine. And I wanted to learn, and he was Irish, so I didn't know about YouTube. I was naive. I was very naive, but on Jerry's channel at the time, he was charging people a $5. And I gladly paid it because I was learning off him. I wanted to have my own channel, right? And I had to pay people. And at the end of the day, I don't charge you a fucking penny, mate. And I do say to myself, this is an independent channel. The only way I benefit is if someone buys me a coffee. And the last person that bought me a coffee, I think, was Lena a few months ago, or a month or two ago. And before that, I fucking can't remember. You know, like, I don't make money off YouTube. You know, if someone wants to send me a book, a hat, a prop, a picture, a poster, a card, a little figurine, you know, you're welcome. It's like I work very fucking hard on this. You know, like, I shouldn't even be on here. I fucking collapsed the early hours of this morning. And where am I? But nah, like I said, it's like I did this to interact with a few like-minded people, and I've managed to do that. I've managed to hit over 2 million people on this channel. Go look at my channel and it'll show you how many people I've reached. Over 2.2 million, you know, in 2 years. That's networking. Shout out to Big Ears and Mickey Mouse. But it's like, listen to me. I believe in myself, and I know a few people believe in me, but it'd be nice, you know, like the way I see it is, out of every fucker on our community who was monetized, I crashed my channel. And I was thinking, well, if I don't charge people, the odd person will send me a prop, a book, buy me a coffee, whatever they want to fucking do. But I don't make money off YouTube, know it, you know. But Raymond, again, I'm gonna go very soon. Yeah, you have. Like, Ray, I could write a list now. It's just like, don't get me wrong, loads of people have bought me coffee. It's just like, in the last 6 months, if I told you, Ray, you wouldn't believe me. In 6 months, bro, I think 2 people have bought me one. 6 months, Ray. So that's like £6. You know. But like I said, look, you're still here today. Mate, that's worth a fucking coffee, bro. You know, you just being here is the biggest coffee, bro, in the world. You know, because I know what I remember what you said to me today about you're going for a fucking long walk and you're not coming back or something. I don't know what you said, but a set alarm bells ringing in my fucking head. And I was like, listen, this guy, like, he needs fucking help. Like, I mean, now, like, he hasn't got the time to wait for a poxy doctor's appointment. And, Reg, that's why I try to put you in a few groups with other people. Because, look, I personally think, bro, a lot of us are lonely. And a lot of men won't admit that. A lot of people have social anxiety, right? There's a lot of people out there that have social anxiety, that don't have a lot of friends, that are misunderstood. People call them weird. It's like, bro, listen, this is the whole thing about networking. Like, you meet and you start chatting to decent people, and over time, you can read these people. Like I said, bro, that day I could see the goodness in you, and I was like, I'm gonna help him, even if it means putting him in a few groups with other like-minded people that have mental health issues, that think about suicide a lot, you know. But some people have survived it, and the survivors of suicide prevent other people from going down that road. And there's awareness, there's shit. Listen, There's loads of helplines out there. If you're ever thinking of hurting yourself, ring the Samaritans, ring your mate, ring your fucking sister-in-law, ring the neighbour, ring anybody, because at the end of the day, you're not on your own. And I'm not being patronising, I'm just saying the mental health community affects millions of us all around the world. Black, white, brown skinned people, Hindus, Urdus, Christians, fucking Latter-day Saints, what they call LDS, fucking, But, nah, listen, like I said, Ray, you're still here. And this is what I'm saying. Like, a lot of people think that I've, like, I still don't think about it. And if the truth be told, Ray, it crosses me mind the odd time, but I've too much to lose, And at the end of the day, bro, my kids, it destroyed them. It's like, I'm not lying, Ray. My pain is getting worse, bro. It's getting continuously worse. I'm on my knees some days. Last night I collapsed, bro. I'm under a lot of fucking pressure, And like I said, last night I collapsed, And the way I see it is, it's like I'm just tired, right? It's like I can't explain it. But like, see, mental health, that's how me and you connected first, right? Yeah. It's like when you told me that day what you told me, I knew you were serious, and I didn't even know you. And you know what? I couldn't eat all day because of you, you twat. And I swear that on my dead brothers and sisters' graves, you had me concerned. So I reached out to a couple of people, and in the group, as you can remember, right? I invited you into a couple of those groups, and I introduced you to a few people because I knew that there was help for you. Cause you spoke about it, and like I said, bottling shit in, Ray, and bottling it all up. It's like you can explode like a powder keg, bro. And you're a big fella, bro. You could do damage to somebody or something, It's like, but I was delighted that day that me and you spoke. But I'm not joking, you're right. On me granny's grave, bro, I can swear on anything. You worried me that day, and I didn't even know you. And I was like I said, sometimes we get busy and caught up in our life. And right, I've always tried to help people and bring people together. Networking, bring like-minded people together. And I've managed to achieve that in 2 years on this channel. I've managed to reach over 2.2 million. Go look on my community page. Go look on my channel, and it'll tell you exactly. So because I'm a survivor of suicide, I share awareness. Because I'm a survivor of mental health, I share awareness. I choose to share awareness. If you do anything silly, this is what's going to happen. A policeman will knock at your door like this. You'll open the door, he'll do that. He'll take his hat off. Now, when he takes that hat off, some belong to you is dead. Now, there's a lot of people in the world that have mental health issues. There's a lot of people in the world that have no self-value. There's a lot of people in the world that doubt themselves and despair. Do you understand? And on that Holy Bible, I swear, it's like you have to take a risk, like I said, you have to take a leap of faith sometimes. It's like, and my leap of faith was God. He caught me. It's like, I'm not going to lie. I've not always kept God in my life, but He's kept me in His. He has me there. It's like, and I'm a servant, in all fairness, it's like I'm a believer, you know. I'm God fearing, you know. And God gave me a gift yesterday, a grandson, £10.7, called Jacob, you know. Well, Ray, like I said, a couple of years later, you're still here, I'm still here. Like I said, Ray, because of what me and you have, that problem that we both have when we go to the toilet, and bro, it can wear you out. Like I said, I try to be strong for everybody, you know what I mean? But last night, bro, I fucking collapsed in the bedroom, and the bedroom's pitch black. Lisa was in the toilet, and she just heard me fall. And I sat on the bed. She said, "Jude, you've just fell." I said, "No, I didn't." She said, "You did. You've just collapsed again." I was like, "I didn't." She said, "You fucking did." It's like, but I'm not gonna lie. It's like I know it's side effects of medication and what, and it's killing me slowly. It's like fucking me stomach, man. It's bad. You know, and I've had loads of cameras down there and fucking what have you, and I've a tear in me bowel, and what happens is air keeps filling me fucking me me stomach, yeah. It's like, and it hurts. Oh. Well, Ray, I'm glad you come in that day, because at the end of the day, there's no better fucking satisfaction you can get out of knowing that you might helping a person that day from doing something really fucking stupid. Well, I wouldn't say it's really fucking stupid, because a lot of people say weak-minded people try to take their life as the easy way out, and they call people a coward here. Hey, listen to me. You're not a fucking coward if you try to take your fucking life, mate. I tell you what, you're the opposite. Do you understand? A lot of people can't go through with it. They cut themselves, and then they have a little cut like that, and they're screaming. You know what I mean? It's like, and what we don't realise is, if we do anything silly, it's our family that's going to be the collateral damage. You know, it's going to be our family that has to pick up the pieces, and probably our shoes off the ground, because we're up on there. You know, it's up to us to set standards, you know, for the next generation. I always say education's the way forward, and I believe that. It's like, and I have a son who's taken education as a key to open any door, and myself and my son will be doing something, and when we're doing it, I'm gonna let you know. I'm so proud of this kid. He's lived in Toxteth now 13 years, and I'll tell you one thing, he's a foreigner in this country, just like me. I'm a foreigner. Even though England's been great to me, you know, it's been very good to me. It's given me 3 children. I met me missus. It's like, and you know, I wouldn't change one thing in my life, in my past. I wouldn't change losing me brothers and sister, me mother, me father, me granny, me mates, because you know what the butterfly effect is. One fucking decision can have a ripple effect on the whole of your life, you know, and that's basically what happened with me, the butterfly effect. You know, it's like, yesterday God sent a grandson to me called Jacob. Now, the real rewards in life is getting to 50, is getting to see your grandson or your granddaughter come into this world. You know, I always, spoiler alert, okay, real quick before I go. I did this motherfucker, okay, because when I'm not here anymore, like, we're all gonna die, right? Everyone's gonna die, right? Just not today. But just in case I did die today, tomorrow, the next day, my kids have nearly 20,000 videos to watch of me. You know, it's crazy. I don't think they'd be able to watch all my lives, and if they did, it'd take them a good 5 years. Because I've made nearly 20,000 videos. You know what happened to me, and I trusted you with that. Well, Ray, like I said, listen to me. I'm going to give you another tool, right? And I want you to listen to me, right? It's not your fault. Right? I'm your mate. I'm your brother. We're survivors of suicide. And we're survivors of domestic, sexual, physical abuse. Some of us, you know. And I admire anybody's courage who speaks out about abuse or domestic assault, or, you know, it's like, again, I have an aunt, my father's sister, who, as a kid, their family was separated and they were put into convents in Golden Bridge where they were raped by the priests. They were sexually assaulted by priests. And it's like me auntie and another lady called Christine Buckley. She's no longer with us. Rest in peace to Christine Buckley. Raymond, he went on to open the biggest women's refuge in Ireland, being the Ashleen Centre. My auntie Carmel was the co-founder of that, the CEO, bro. You know, and she's helped thousands of women that come from domestic assault, you know, and domestic abuse, physical abuse, mental torture, you know, and it's like she ended up opening the biggest refuge in Ireland. You know, she did something right, you know. Like I have family members, right, who are abused in convents, okay? And then 30 years later, they take them, or 40 years later, 50 years later, they take them to court. But here's the thing with the Catholic Church. You're a priest. One of your congregation comes to you and say, listen, see fucking you put your hands on my fucking son in the confession box, right? You cause a ruckus in the church. You know what the church are going to do? They're not going to do that. They're going to relocate them. You know what I mean? They will relocate, but will not motivate nor demonstrate. That is the Bible, and shout out to my faith. But I tell you one thing, I have no love in my heart for priests. In fact, I have the opposite, which is hate. I have family members that were put into the convent system, that were abused, physically, sexually, mentally abused. They were put into the convent, right? And you know what the nuns used to make them do? If any of you have ever watched Game of Thrones, you know the part where Cersei Lannister, where they make her do that march, and they're all like, shame, shame, shame. The convent did not, do you know what they used to do, the bastards that embarrassed the girls? They used to parade them. They were on the time of the month. Them. They cut their hair short, like, do you understand the way I do have my hair when it's short? You know, the things that them bastards did to the kids in the convents. You know, my auntie told me, and I swear to God, I cried my eyes out. You know, like, because the people that you think love you and are going to protect you forever decide this, yeah, I've got a fancy man, fuck you, see you later. And you know the mad thing is, yeah, she left on my dad's birthday, and that's another coincidence, right? She left on my father's birthday, you know, and she should have bringing the kids with her. And look at, if you can't look after the kids, bring them somewhere where they're going to be looked after, you know. But my family ended up going through the convent system, like a lot of families in Dublin, you know, who ended up all taking them to court, and he won in court. You know, it was a civil matter. It's like it should have been a criminal process, but they brought him to court and he sued the bollocks out of him and he won. You know, and like I said, I'm a survivor. A suicide, I'm a survivor of suicide ideology. I'm a survivor of mental health. Do you understand? I'm surviving it. I'm coping it. You know, like some days, like I said, I can wake up and I'm in a lot of fucking pain. You know, and I'm not talking about a little bitch ass fucking pain. I'm talking about real pain to the point where you have to go to the toilet and have a period. And it's like I've had this for years, but one of the main side effects of some of the meds that I take is anal bleeding. They call it hemorrhaging. But like I said, I try my best, you know, just to keep swinging, you know, and take part while I'm here, you know. But I am worried about myself. I'm not gonna lie, you know. Like I'm not a fucking tough guy, you know. It's like I'm an old man. I'm 51 and 8 days. It's my birthday in 8 days. And yesterday, my daughter had me second grandson. You know, it's like, I know, I just keep praying to God, like, please, just fucking give me time. You know, I want to take me son. King Cara was a bad play, yeah. It's like, well, Ray, what you and me talked about, it's like my aunts went through that in the convent system. And I'll fucking say this now, and if you're sat in front of me, Ray, I'd get in your head because I want you to let me in your fucking head. I wasn't right the first time, right? But I've got 4 words for you. And Ray, I want you, what I'm about to say to you, right? I've never mentioned it to anyone, and I've never said that, but I want you to know this and hear me, bro, right? It's not your fault. It's not your fault, right? It's not your fault. It's not your fault, bro, right? And it's like, the sooner you let yourself know that, because a lot of us have trauma from our childhood, right? And it's very hard to overcome it, but we can't let it win, you know. We can't, you know. And it's not your fault, it's not our fault. My dad physically, mentally abused me. Not sexually, physically and mentally. You know, beat the shit out of me and my mother many times. And I learned from him. You know, I used to hate him. And then when he had a transplant and I become a dad for the first time, you know, it's like I learned how to forgive my father for what the sins of my father, what he did. I wasn't willing to lay a hand on my children. Fuck that. It's like, listen, you threaten your kids with the Wi-Fi box. Here, you don't need to hit your kids. Try it. Turn the Wi-Fi off and see what happens. But guys, if you're not up to got manners there, Raymond, can you go do it? It's like I've done nearly an hour and right, I've done an hour and 30. So in 15 minutes I'm going and we're away to Turkey. Nah, listen, like I said, Ray, I'm glad you're still here. And it's like, look, if the truth be told, in Manchester it takes 9 to 18 months to get an appointment with a fucking psychiatrist, bro, right? And it's like, that's where I come in. You know, I've been under a doctor called Dr. Mabaya. He's probably the second, third best psychiatrist in the country. No, I mean in the country. Me and my brother have the same doctor and he's given me coping skills. Like I told you, Ray, every day you wake up, give yourself a number between 1 and 10. Okay? Do you understand? If you're having a panic attack, pretend you're in heaven's garden and there's hectares of roses. I want you to smell the fucking roses, yeah? And here, blow out the birthday candles. In through your nose, smell the roses in God's garden and blow out the candles. Do you understand? It's a quick hack for panic attacks. You know, like I said, but Ray, listen to me. Them 4 words again. It's not your fault, right? It's not our fault. And we have to just live with it. And we can't let it dictate our life. Because, like, what'll happen is, like, it tends to stay with us for years, you know. And it's about resetting our mindset and our thinking. And Ray, this ain't no relay, bro. This is a marathon, and it's a long distance thing, you know. And over time, you'll progress, you know. Like I said, I'm gonna make up a couple more groups because there's a few people, as you know, Ray, right? So, hang on a minute. Hang on. So I was just looking at the list, Ray, right? So everybody on this here, right? I believe I can help. You know, it's like who's that? It's like all these people here. It's like I believe I can help. It's like, you know, it's like I believe in a lot of people, and these people believe in me too. You see, it's like, oh my bad, uh, you're bad. But so like I said, so guys, listen to me, yeah. I want to thank everybody. I don't ask you to hit the like button. I don't charge membership, and I try my best to help each other. Now, if you've got a prop that you don't want, and you think that it go in my studio, send it to me. If you want your channel sharing, let me know. If you want me to catch a fish for you, let me know. Get involved. I have a target to hit, and I'm less than I'm 80 subs away from 4,000. I've checked my channel in 2 years on this channel. I've managed to go past 2.2 million people. So basically, over 2 million people. I've only a small channel. You know what I mean? But it's like numbers don't lie. Now, I don't make money off YouTube, but according to algorithms and analytics, listen, I've made nearly 5,500 videos on this channel and on other channels purposely because one day I'm not going to be here and my children have a shitload of content to watch of me, and it's going to take them a lifetime to watch it because I've made over 20,000 videos. I've done over 50,000 lives. Do you understand? Do you know how many live streams I've done? Way over that. It's ridiculous. That's like, you know, fuck's sake, man. It's like every day, let's say I'm doing 3, 4, right? It ends up in the thousands over time, man. It's like on this channel I've made about 5,400 videos, and I don't think in our circle anybody's made that much content, you know. But guys, listen to me. We have a good community of people here, and it's like the narrative keeps shifting on YouTube, and it's like, listen, you don't have to be a fucking tough guy in everything you do. Change the subject. You know, like I said, all the big channels control the narrative on here, and all the small channels at the end of the fucking day, we're here to grow, and without help, you won't grow. So if you want your channel to grow and you want your channel sharing, If you want me to try catch a fish for you and you're one of the mods, let me know. And I'm going for bait. And I'll see you all fishing on lake. Take care. Thanks for coming in. I'll see you later on. That's a day.